If you were like most Canadians, when the corpse of Alberta separatism was dug up at the tail end of the last election, your reaction was something probably like Steve Harvey's after someone says something really stupid on Family Feud.
Boner.
You can say that on TV? What are y'all clapping for? You said boner!
But now that the election is over, Alberta and their buddy Saskatchewan seem to be seriously getting on the secession wagon. So what's really driving this? Survey says, first, raw numbers. About half are squarely in the stay camp, meaning any leave referendum is almost certain to fail. Meanwhile, 19% of Albertans definitely want to leave. Obviously, the feelings of alienation are real. But for context, last year, Texans were asked the same question and 23% of them said they would vote to leave. So why is MAGA media ignoring Texas while treating Alberta like the next oil-rich country they're going to invade? I mean, liberate.
And maybe, Jeff, you will be governor of our 51st state when it's all said and done.
The story changes dramatically if, hypothetically, the federal government commits to building an east-west pipeline, something that is almost certainly financially unviable, or it scraps the pollution cap for oil and gas companies to reduce their emissions, something that these companies said that they were committed to, or they get rid of Bill C-69, nice, which requires resource projects to be assessed for environmental, health, social, and economic impacts and to ensure that they respect Indigenous rights. If any of those things happen, suddenly support for leaving the country completely collapses. 70% of Canada's fossil fuel industry is foreign-owned. The biggest players are US companies. 97% of the oil that we export, about 4 million barrels a day, goes to the US, making about 25% of US supply. I do not have direct evidence that the US is deliberately pushing Alberta separatism as a psyop for economic domination. So maybe, just maybe, it's a coincidence that Alberta separatists want exactly what US fossil fuel billionaires want. This rabbit hole goes deep. That's why I'm working on a deep dive about the future of pipeline projects in Canada, so follow along if you want to see it when it drops. In the meantime, what do you think? Does Alberta really want to leave, or is this a manufactured national unity crisis to benefit US oil companies? Let me know in the comments.